What's going on, everybody? Who's ready for a little bit of live Q&A? Get everything all pulled up here. See what everybody's up to today. Saturday live show. What's up, Dave? How we doing, man? Hello, everybody. Hey, gonna give everybody a few minutes to get in here. Let it get started. Let it get started up in here. Let's get a few names going on, and we're going to let it flow today. We're going to be flowing all over the place. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Got some live Q&A, got some draft advice if you're still haven't drafted. If you're ready for week one, let's talk about some week one. Whatever you guys got, I got about 45 minutes to an hour to answer as many questions as possible. Hopefully I can help you guys out. Hey, did I hit 10K? Did I hit it? I don't know. I was real close before I hit the start streaming button. Let's check it. Let's check it and see. 10,002. Much appreciated. I really appreciate you guys. And hey, 10K has been crazy. It has been a crazy couple of months. And I don't even know if you guys can hear me. Probably not. Let me turn my microphone on. Oh yeah, you can hear me. Perfect. Hey, I really appreciate it. 10K is here. It happened so fast. Couldn't have done it without you guys. And we're going to get some rapid fire. I even got my Let It Flow helmet here. So as soon as I'm ready to let it flow a little bit, the helmet's going on. I'm going to get locked in, and we're going to have some fun. Kyle, I see you out there. Kyle, I just hit 10K, Kyle. Thumbs up for 10K. That's right. Really appreciate you guys. We're going to give it a few more minutes. I'm going to get some more names here in the chat, just so I can help as many people as possible at the same time. 80 people right away. Perfect. Love it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just get started. Heck, people will show up, right? They can always come back and watch it later. Lewis, dude, you're a star. I don't think I'm a star, but 10K is pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. Really appreciate it, Vic. Julia, congrats to me. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Kyle, I'm going to let it flow. I even got a Let It Flow helmet. I'm going to put the helmet on. I'm going to get locked in here in a couple minutes, and it's just going to flow freely. Looking forward to it. Brett, you got Devontae Adams or Julio Jones? Devontae Adams, I think, is more touchdown upside, obviously, but Julio Jones has that higher ceiling. If I had to pick one right now, though, it's going to be a second-round pick, obviously, and I'm going to go for the home run, and I'm going to gamble on Julio Jones. Better Business, Dalvin Cook or Kareem Hunt? Somebody tell Better Business what I think about Kareem Hunt. That'll help him answer his question. Let's see, Sebastian, let's roll. We're going to roll. We're going to roll for about 45 minutes or until my voice gives out. One of the two. It's going to be fun regardless. Davo, the UK demands the Kareem Hunt top man. Man, I mean, what would you have done had I showed up in a Kareem Hunt jersey today? It's probably not going to happen, but, you know, it would have been funny. Let's see. Kareem Hunt will be good calling him Ebola is borderline special, Colin. Yeah, pretty much. It is. I mean, you know, got to give people nicknames every once in a while. It's not quite as good as Honey Funches of Oats, but it's pretty cool. Who would you take in the first pick, Gurley or Le'Veon? Really, I'm taking Zeke still first overall. I'm not worried about that offensive line. It's still better than David Johnson's. Damn, you got Kareem Hunt, Thomas. It's all right. I mean, I'm not going to say he's going to have a bad season. I just don't like him there in the first round where you have to take him in a lot of drafts. If he's your RB2 or something, I don't hate it by any means. Let's see. Keenan's production might not match last year's. Dre, yeah, you're right. It might not, but then it also might match it with the injury of Hunter Henry. I mean, that kind of boosts production all around the board for the remaining pieces. So I still love Keenan Allen. I'm not going to be able to get every one of these questions, just so you guys know. I'm going to get as many as I possibly can. Like I said, I got a bottle of water, a coffee, and a Let It Flow helmet here, okay? I'm only one man. I'm going to try to get to as many as I can. If I miss you and you need something like this, put it down in the comment section after this video posts. And I'm pretty sure by now everybody realizes I answer every comment on every video, every email, every Twitter message, whatever it is, I always answer. Now, does it take a while sometimes to get to you? Yes, I get thousands of questions a week, but don't worry. If you send me something, I'm going to get you an answer. Now, let's get started here again. Jake doesn't like Le'Veon Bell in the top 5. Actually, it's close. I think I have him at number 5 right now. I have the top 3 backs and Antonio Brown ahead of him. I just don't want nothing to do with that whole contract situation. It's just irritating to me. Why is Zeke worth the first pick? Dude's going to get like 300, 350 carries, 50-plus receptions, a lot more active in the passing game this year than he ever has been. Volume is king. You can't get points without touches. He's going to get a ton of them. Julio or Michael Thomas? I did a video with these two here earlier, Rad Tech guy, where I pretty much said if you want the safe pick, you go Michael Thomas. If you're looking for the home run, possibly in the second round, Julio is the guy. Just depends if you want to gamble a little bit or not. Do I like McKinnon in standard, Jordan? No, I do not. I mean, not that he's horrible, but he has way more value in PPR leagues. Is Jarrett going to beast in PPR, Dre? It is possible. I mean, as long as he can stay healthy, which I would like to believe that he can. He's not going to be a guy that runs between the tackles 20 times a game. They're going to put him out in space, and Shanahan's going to know exactly how to use him. He'll be the West Coast version of Devontae Freeman light, like the diet version. Look at that. Tenacious Rock asking Kyle a question. I don't know if Kyle's reading the messages or not, Tenacious, but if he isn't, I'll try to pass it on to him later. Sparka, can I please rate your team? 10-team. You got Stafford, Johnson, Collins, Thomas, Evans, Burton, Cooper, the Chargers, Gould, with Marshawn, Goodwin, and Crowell on the bench. I don't have any issues with that lineup. I'm not huge on Mike Evans this year, but he's your number 2, so I'll take it. That's right, Dylan. Dylan Dow, 10K, let's go. Congrats, really appreciate it. You're not late to the party. The party just started 7 minutes ago. You're not late until we're like 30 minutes in. Then you're late. Antrax Gaming, Royce Freeman or Marshawn Lynch? I mean, I love the upside of Royce Freeman, and I've preached it on this channel a lot before, but Marshawn Lynch right now has the job. He has the work. Royce is still fighting Devin Booker somehow. Not Devin Booker, Devontae Booker somehow for carries, so I'm sticking with Lynch right now, but that could change as soon as they name Freeman the starter. Oh, I'm going to let it flow, Sean. Don't you worry. I'm about to get in the zone here. Once I get warmed up a little bit, my voice doesn't, fail me. I'm going to try to. Oh, look, there's Kyle. He's there. But this is Jake's show. Hit me up on Twitter. Yeah, whoever asked Kyle a question, hit him up on Twitter. At KRich1532. He'll help you out. Sebastian, you can't wait for the season? Neither can I. I mean, this is like... I'm not going to lie. I won't be completely honest with you guys. I work night shift right now, so I slept all day. And I just kind of woke up, and this is like... It's like what I'm doing. I wake up, and I'm ready to talk football. It's exciting. I look forward to hearing from you guys and talking to you guys. So, are you doing something, or are you sitting here? Colin asks. Well, I'm talking, but technically I guess I'm sitting. What do you want me to do? I gotta do like jumping jacks or... No, I'm just sitting here helping people with some fantasy advice and talking to the people. I am here for the people. Will Gronk be the same as last year? Giancarlo asked. I mean, Gronk is kind of a wild card, right? The only thing we depend on with Gronk is his health. If he stays healthy, he's going to put up huge numbers, especially the first 4 games with no Julian Edelman. The problem is always the health. The guy plays so crazy that he has a tendency to injure himself, and he's got a lot of nagging injuries from over the years. As long as he stays healthy, though, dude's going to have another great year. Let's see. Dank Sims, Hearns or Gallup? If I had to choose between the two of them, I want Gallup. I think the upside is there for the rookie playing in Des Bryant's old spot, and I love it. Riley Mead, would you draft Dalvin Cook or Christian McCaffrey in PPR leagues? I think the Christian McCaffrey hype and love is getting out of control. I know they came out earlier in the preseason and said he was going to get 20 to 25 touches, and then they gave him a lot of work, in the passing game and in the run game this preseason. And everybody kind of started to believe it. I'm not believing it yet. Not yet. I mean, just because they say all this stuff and they talk about it in the preseason doesn't mean it's going to happen. C.J. Anderson will still play somewhat of a role on this offense. It may not be a huge role, but they cannot run Christian McCaffrey 20 to 25 times a game. That way I'm taking Dalvin Cook. Let's see. Holden D. A.J. Green or Devontae Adams in half PPR? Give me Devontae Adams. Marvin Lewis just has a tendency to make fantasy studs inconsistent. Connor Kelly, Jamal Williams, or Jay Ajayi. Give me Jay Ajayi and a couple knee braces, and we'll be good to go. Brady, I see you. Hey, you made it. Saquon or David Johnson at third overall? I mean, I'm still sticking David Johnson. Saquon Barkley is a lot of assumptions and expectations right now. We know what we're going to get with David Johnson. Give me David Johnson. Savage Potato Man back with the awesome name. Keenan Allen or Michael Thomas? Both are great in PPR leagues. Right now, I would leaning towards Keenan Allen. Just because of the loss of Hunter Henry could open up even more red zone targets for him, and he was one of the top red zone producers last year in football. Michael Thomas has a lot of people to compete with for touches there. Would you start Kerryon Johnson or Josh Doxson? Salvador asked. I would really, really hope to not have to start either, would be my real answer. If I had to start one, though, it may be Doxson. We don't know exactly how much work Kerryon's going to get yet with Blunt being there. He could steal a lot of the potential. Victor, what are my thoughts on Stephon Diggs? Stephon Diggs is a great talent. I love Stephon Diggs as the player. I just think there's going to be inconsistent weeks between him and Thielen. Cousins likes to spread it around, include the tight end and the running back. So I like Diggs. He's just going to be inconsistent throughout the season, I believe. Posner 2, start Royce Freeman or Peyton Barber. If you're talking about week 1, it's going to be Peyton Barber. We know what he's going to get week 1. Royce Freeman's still kind of up in the air. You're welcome, Brady. I see you. Let's see. John Witkowski with the big question. Smoked ribs or smoked salmon? Full disclosure, I don't eat fish, so I'm going with the ribs. Love some ribs. Your message is vanishing, Dylan. Hang on. Let me scroll back up here. I can't help it. They just come through. I haven't put the slower chat on. And it doesn't seem to matter. Ask it again, Dylan. I'll try to look for it. There's just so many of them coming through. 10 minutes to your draft, Ivan. Good luck. Hey, who wants to help Ivan live draft in the chat room? If we want to, we'll try to help you out. Let's see. Jaden Bailey, Baldwin, Diggs, or Hilton? You already have 2 RBs. To me, the safest one there is Baldwin. A lot of people are scared because of the injury news that he came out with a week ago, about 80-85%. I'm not buying it. Even if he misses a game or 2, he's still worth the pick. Let's see. Odell Beckham or DeAndre Hopkins? Wow, that is... I mean, 2A and 2B after Antonio Brown. If I had to choose one, I'm going Odell Beckham. I think he sees more single coverage this year than he ever has because of Saquon Barkley and Evan Ingram and Sterling Shepard. Let's see. All right, Nick's willing to help you, Ivan, from before. He's willing to help you. So you got questions, you ask us. What are my thoughts on Joe Mixon, Caleb is asking. I mean, it kind of goes back to the AJ Green comment earlier. I like Joe Mixon. Is Marvin Lewis going to give him the opportunity, or is Gio Bernard going to ruin things? I mean, I would like to think that Joe Mixon gets the chance. So I like Joe Mixon. Let's just, if it doesn't happen this year, if the Joe Mixon breakout doesn't happen, I need some people to meet me here, and we're going to go up to Cincinnati, and we're going to go knock on Marvin Lewis's door, and we're going to find out, WTF, what's going on. Max Fire Fantasy Report, what's up, foo? Rank these guys, Tomikia asks. We got Juju, Goodwin, Hogan, and Marvin. That's right there, right around the same point of the draft. If you're asking who I want the most, right there, it's Marquise Goodwin, followed by Juju, Marvin, and then Chris Hogan. Nothing against Chris Hogan. I just think that he takes a hit in production after week 4 and Edelman comes back. Levio, if I butcher these names, I'm sorry, wants to know if Gio Bernard's still in the picture. Unfortunately, probably. Should he be? Probably not. Savage Potato, 7th pick, who am I picking? If Melvin Gordon's on the board there, I still am. If it's PPR and Kamara is still sitting there, I'd go Kamara. It just depends who's available. Connor Kelly, what's my thoughts on Derrick Henry? Love Derrick Henry's touchdown upside, but it's one of those unknowns. We don't know what's going to happen yet in Tennessee. We're kind of assuming that he still gets the bulk of the carries. The fact that Dion Lewis is there, we don't really know. I still like Derrick Henry, but I'd rather have him as my number 3. Hazelnut 10K, that's right. We did 10K. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, that's for sure. can you please rank these guys, Fournette, Gordon, and Odell, in a standard league? You just ranked them for me. Fournette, Gordon, Odell in standard. I want the running back early. Let's see. That's right. Look at the guy hitting 10K subscribers in real time. I mean, I couldn't have planned it any better, right? I mean, it's just perfect that it happened when I hit the go live button. But we're not done at 10K. Now we're going for 20. Can I get a hand raise out there for anybody looking to be 20,000 subscribers? If that's the case, I'm going to need some help. I'm not going to be able to answer all 20,000 questions a week, but I'm sure as heck going to try. All right. I think it's about time for me to do a quick let it flow section. But in order to do a quick let it flow, I got to get locked in. I mean, I got to, rapid fire, not a whole lot of meat on the bone, but I got to rapid fire some let it flow questions. So in order to do that, I got to take it serious. It's almost football season. We're going in hot. Here we go. We're going to let it flow. Letting it flow with 10K and my 10-year-old's football helmet on. We ready to go? All right, hang on. Here, look at all these hands raising. Yep, 20K is on the way. 20K, here we come. But for right now, we're letting it flow. Rapid fire style. And I'm going to do it for about 5 minutes. Here we go. Chris Carson or Rashad Penny? Neither. I think the offensive line is horrible, and they're going to be passing the whole time in Seattle. Kamara or Gordon? PPR, give me Kamara. Standard leagues, give me Gordon. Who is my favorite team? I'm from Arizona. Give me the Cardinals. Chris Carson or Tevin Coleman week 1? Coleman plays Philly. Carson plays Denver. Both are horrible matchups. I really wouldn't want to start either one of them. If I had to choose one, give me Chris Carson. I think he sees more work. All right, Jamal Williams, Josh Gordon, Corey Davis at flex. Please answer. Henry McQueen, give me Josh Gordon. No, I've changed my mind. Give me Corey Davis at the flex. He's the safest option for week 1. Kamara or Saquon? Kamara and PPR, Saquon and standard. McCarthy, I don't know who McCarthy is there, Giancarlo. I'm guessing you mean McCaffrey or Fournette and PPR. I still have Fournette ranked a little bit higher. Can I rank Sanders, Goodwin, Juju, and Goodwin? We got 2 good ones, Michael. Which ones do you want me to work on? Chris Carson or Denver? I already answered that one, Kyle. I'm trying to let it flow, people. Let's get some different questions. Brett Bromberg, I'm guessing that's Ronald Jones or Landry in week 1. If that's Ronald Jones, he should be buried on your bench and should never be started for right now. Does the Baldwin injury scare you off, Max Fire? Nope, not scared off. Still have him ranked number 10 overall wide receiver. Who is the Packers running back, Savage Potato? Right now it's Jamal Williams, but Ty Montgomery is going to be involved, and as soon as Aaron Jones comes back, he has the highest upside. Iron Man, T.Y. Hilton or Marquise Goodwin? If you're looking for the home run bet, it's T.Y. Hilton, but do you want to mortgage that on the injured shoulder of Andrew Luck? I don't. I'm going Marquise Goodwin. Sam, Cam, Brady, or Russ? You have them in reverse order almost for me. I want Russ, Cam, and then Brady. Viper Venom, I see you. How's Howard's value going? Value gone up due to the Mac trade? A little bit. I mean, I didn't really devalue Howard very much anyway. I already thought he was going to have a great year. Go for Cobb in the mid-rounds or Geronimo late? Give me Cobb in the mid-rounds. I'm not sold that Geronimo is going to get that much production. They may look to some of those rookies. Zachary, Alex Collins week 1 plays Buffalo. I'm all for it. Sign me up. Caleb Suarez, Mixon, McKinnon, or Royce Freeman? You have them in the order that I would start them. Mixon, McKinnon, Royce Freeman. But I like all of them. That's right, Sebastian. I'm trying to spit knowledge as fast as possible here. What's up? I see Anthony. Let's see. Jimmy Mackey. Is Taywan Taylor a good late pick? I mean, depending on how late you're talking about. If it's like right there at the end of your draft, yeah, huge upside. Demaryius Thomas or Tyreek Hill? Give me DT. I think he has a bounce back year, even though the dude had 950 yards last year. How do I feel about TY or Ty Zone 6? I don't know which one you're talking about. If it's TY, I'm worried because I don't trust the injury concerns of Andrew Luck. If it's Ty Montgomery, I think he's going to have a solid, season. Hey, with the helmet, this is my Let It Flow helmet, Gold. It's only going to stay on for a couple minutes. I'm letting it flow. I'm kind of like Will Ferrell in old school, blacking out, answering questions, rapid fire. That's the helmet, description. Let's see. Thoughts on Anthony Miller, Bobby Kraft? I think he has huge upside, but I don't trust Trubisky enough to feed all those weapons. I think he may be about a year away. Josh Alukison. Who's the Colts running back? If I had to guess right now and put money on anybody just for week 1, I'm putting it on Jordan Wilkins. Adam Patel, thoughts on Sanders? If that's Emmanuel Sanders, I like it. He's going to see a lot more time in the slot, a lot more receptions. We all know what Case Keenum does with his slot receivers. Hey, I see all these ones popping through. If I miss you, hit them up again. What do I think of the Cuddy system? There's no such thing as the Cuddy system. That stuff doesn't work. That's just a scam to make you guys pay some money. That's just my opinion. Wolf backwards is flow. That's what I'm talking about, Andrew. I love it. Letting it flow right now. I've been letting it flow for 4 minutes almost. Let's see. Brady, do you mind having Drew Brees and Kamara on the same team? Nope. I don't mind having a quarterback paired with a running back or a receiver. I just don't want any more than 2 of them. Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley's a wild card right now. I mean, if he can line up in the slot, I think he absolutely kills slot corners. If they put him on the outside, he's going to be inconsistent. Bis25, what do I think of Ronald Jones? I try not to think of Ronald Jones. I don't think he's very good. Let's see. I see that same question again, trying to skip a few of them. Do I start Fitzgerald or Hogan in week 1? Terry Crew asks. I'm going Fitzgerald. I mean, he is Mr. Consistent. I don't care that he's 412 years old. Christian Kirk out of Arizona, what do I think of him? Joshua McCulley. I think the kid's actually going to surprise some people this year. He's kind of getting written off. I made a statement in a video earlier this season, and I got tore up for it. Tore up. And, yeah. I'm going to say it again. I think Christian Kirk has Odell Beckham-style qualities. Now, please don't take that out of context. He's not the next Odell Beckham, but there's similarities in their game. Standard leagues, AP or Barber, Michael Curry. Give me AP for right now, but that may change. I just don't see that AP gets 20 touches a game, and I think he needs 20 touches a game to be productive. Trey Burton or Jordan Reed, Josh Alexson asks. I want Jordan Reed. I put him in a video last week saying he could be a league winner if he could play up to 13 games for you. Just make sure you have insurance. I mean, technically, I'd like to have both of them if it's possible. Eli Manning bounce back. Absolutely. I put it in my bold prediction video, and I got a lot of love for it. I actually said that Eli could finish the season top 10. How do you have Saquon Barkley, Odell Beckham, Evan Ingram, all these guys ranked top 5 of their position and not have a top quarterback? I don't get it. Pork, I see your question there at the stop signs. Who should you avoid in an auction draft? I mean, I really don't avoid anybody. It's all about value and what you can get them at. There's not a certain person I really want to avoid. I'm just not going to overpay early. Gold, you got him at 20 touches. You got him as your RB4. I'm hoping that means on your team and not in rankings. But yeah, I mean, if he gets 20 touches, then I like Adrian Peterson. I'm just not sold on that yet. But, I mean, it's trending that way. Stills or Watkins in PPR, Willie asks. Give me Stills all day long. Stills is the one that eats up a lot of those targets left behind by Landry. And plus, I don't believe in Devontae Parker. All right, 2 more and the helmet's coming off, and then we'll let it flow again at the end. Royce Freeman, Chadwick. Yeah, I mean, I love Royce Freeman. Eventually, they're going to give him the job in Denver. It's just a formality. Love Royce Freeman. Who says Ronald Jones all day? You have to be like a homer, right? You got to be like you got some fandom going on there. Let's do a kicker question. Lutz or Bailey? Really? I mean, wasn't expecting any kicker questions, but give me Lutz. Love it. Look at Max being tricky there with all the exclamation marks. Who should I start flex half PPR, Lynch, Cooks, or Williams? Being that it's half PPR, none of those guys are real PPR studs anyway. Give me Lynch. He's running behind a top 10 line. Should see 15 to 18 touches. All right. Helmet's coming off for a few minutes. Because it's my 10-year-old son's helmet, and it hurt. But we're going to let it flow. Oh, the helmet comes back. That's the let it flow helmet, okay? It's not just the anything else. It's the let it flow helmet. Yeah, a kicker, really? I mean, but hey, I answer all questions. Kicker and the like. Am I worried about Saquon's hamstring? No. I mean, he has just as much chance of doing something with his hamstring as anybody else. Michael Hansen, because you raised your hand and asked politely, please rank Marquise Goodwin, Emmanuel Sanders, Juju, and Gordon. I got Goodwin, Gordon, Juju, Sanders right there. Would I draft John Kelly? Russ Gibbs asks. Yeah, I mean, in deep leagues, I wouldn't reach for him in like a 10-man league or something like that, but if you have deep rosters, then yeah, I think he could actually see some late game work this year if they decide to rest Todd Gurley and blow out wins. Let's see. Caleb Suarez asks, who is my biggest sleeper? Now, I've put a bunch of them out there on video, and I just mentioned one earlier. I don't even know if he's a sleeper anymore because these people start creeping up the draft boards. I love Kenny Stills. I grabbed Kenny Stills in almost every draft that I had. I think he's somebody that could put up big numbers that you can get late in drafts. Let's see. King Marsh, who should you draft at number 8? Really depends who's available there. Right now I'm thinking you're probably in the Melvin Gordon area. Melvin Gordon, Kamara, Barkley, somewhere right around in there. Do I start Fitzgerald or Hogan week 1? I thought I read this one already. Give me Fitzgerald. He's old and reliable. Is Carlos Hyde an RB2? Tenacious Rock asked. If he is, it's not going to sustain all year. Chubb's going to get more work here eventually. And Chris is here. What's up, Fins for Life? How we doing? Drafted on Labor Day. Well, make sure that you pay attention on draft day. You're not too consumed with your barbecue and your beverages. And good luck. Let's see. On waivers, Anthony Miller or Chris Godwin? Oh, give me Godwin all day long, Just Watts. Chris Godwin. Now, my co-host over on the RotoBaller channel, Kyle Richardson, actually made a statement in the video that we're releasing that he said that Chris Godwin could be sneaky high upside to where he could challenge Mike Evans for the top scoring wide receiver there in Tampa Bay. That's impressive. Let's see. Zeke over under 1,800 yards, the prophetic asked. Is that total yards or rushing yards? I think it's under for the rushing, but it's actually no, sorry, that's over for the rushing, but under for the total yards. Who's the GOAT? Am I the GOAT? King Marsh, am I the GOAT? I don't know if I'm the GOAT. I'm never one to hear sit and toot my horn, but I'll take it. It's a good day. 10K is here. If I'm the GOAT, I'm going to take it. Stills or Robbie, Willie S. in PPR. Give me Stills all day long. All day long. Mohamed Sanu or John Ross in Standard. Mohamed Sanu just doesn't look good in your lineup. He's just kind of like, whatever. John Ross has huge upside. I'd rather have John Ross. The Chicago defense, is it worth a waiver? Old Texas style? Yeah, they may have almost been borderline must-own anyway. I like Chicago's defense even more now. Obviously. Will Aaron Jones start after the suspension? Kinda shady wants to know. I don't think it happens right away. I think they're going to have a committee there for a few weeks, but I think Aaron Jones eventually finishes the season as the number 1 there in Green Bay. Kirk Cousins or Andrew Luck, Antrax Gaming. Give me Kirk Cousins. I love the upside of Andrew Luck, but I got to see it more. Is a hot dog a sandwich? No, I'm going to say no. But I've never thought about it until right this second. Luis Perez, help me. PPR, Breida or Morris? McKinnon just got hurt. I know. Right now I'm going, you better grab Alfred Morris. Alfred Morris could be a huge stash. I would do that quickly. Especially because of the backing that he has with Shanahan there. Is Edelman worth his ADP? Wesley Morris wants to know. Right now, yes. I think so. Even though he's going to miss 4 games, he's going to come back into probably one of the best situations you could have. I just helped you, Luis. I guess these are scrolling in kind of slow. Jake is the GOAT. You better recognize. Man, Chris, you better tell the people. Tell the people. I'm not going to go and say that I'm the GOAT. Then I start sounding like other people out here on YouTube who I've already briefly mentioned, who I will not name their names. But I'm not here to try to sell myself. I'm here to help the people. Is 4th round too early for Royce Freeman? Yes, it is. However, if you want him, that's where you're going to have to take him because everybody's bumped his ADP up so high. Lockett or Kupp? Tim Mendiola. I'm still going Kupp. He's more of a red zone threat than Lockett is. Cooper sucks.
I didn't say it. I just read it out loud, but I tend to agree with it. Morris or Breida? Give me Morris. Give me Morris right now. He's going to be the waiver wire ad of the week so far. Let's see. Double RB or Hopkins and an RB. Man, I want double RB, and I'm not talking about the RBs like the sandwiches. I'm talking about 2 running backs. Should you drop Hines for Godwin? If you need help at wide receiver, then yes, you should. The best rookie besides me? I'm not a rookie. This is my 2nd year in the league. I'm not a rookie. If you want me to change it around and give you the answer for this year, the best rookie this year, I think Saquon Barkley is still going to get the vote of everybody. But don't be surprised if somebody else kind of sneaks up. I'm going to use the word again, people. I sneakily like Michael Gallup a lot this year. I think he could see a ton of volume. I didn't say it, Brent. You did. Galactic Oyster. I know. We just talked about it. Pick up Alfred Morris or Adrian Peterson. Yes. Willie, I see you. I appreciate it. Tim Mendiola, beer or liquor? It's football season right now. I ain't got time for either of them. I'm trying to stay on top of my game. What round to take a QB? Ibrahim asked. I usually don't take it any earlier than round 7. If one of the studs are still there in round 6, I might. But yeah, otherwise I don't reach for quarterbacks. Yes, give this man a thumbs up, people. Tell him, Max Fire. Really appreciate the thumbs up. This is what gets people to the channel. This is what helps me get subscribers or those likes. Those likes and comments really help me out. I really appreciate it. Aaron Rodgers has green and gold. Can't say it. I'm gonna have to censor you there, Goose Cam. Nice try though. I almost read it all the way. Let's see. Thoughts on Dalvin Cook? Could he possibly be a top 8 running back? Yes, he could. I think a lot of people are reading into the Latavius Murray right now, which I like Latavius Murray, and he's a great handcuff if something happens to Cook. Cook's going to get at least minimum 70% of that workload, which would be more than enough for him to be more than successful. Lewis, Golden Tate, you're loving this guy. How about me? I like Golden Tate too, in PPR leagues especially PPR leagues. I know, they need to stop practicing, right, Dylan? I hate the practice injuries. Michael Hansen, saw you on the RotoBaller video about waiver wire targets. Awesome vid. Thank you very much. Yeah, real quick, while I'm on the live show here, real quick. If you haven't, and I say it before every show, if you guys haven't gone over to the RotoBaller channel yet, do it after this live stream. There is so much content already up over there, and pretty soon, starting this coming up, not tomorrow, but the first Sunday of the season, we're going to be doing our live game day shows. 1 hour before kickoff. It's 12 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be getting you all your last-minute waiver claims, injury updates, weather updates, lineup advice, whatever it is. Make sure you go over there and subscribe to that channel right after this live show is over. Let's see. Oh, I see you, Chris. I will enter at legend status. Well, hey, never expected that, but I will take it. Ryan Anthony just put Dak. I don't know exactly what about Dak you want to know. Do I like Dak? I like Dak for where you can draft him. If you need a good quarterback too with huge upside, I like Dak. Will Calvin Ridley have a good fantasy football season? If they put him in the slot, yes. Lorenzo Holloway with the question of the day, people. Wings or pizza for Sunday football? I don't know if you're able to have football without wings. Give me some wings. But if I can have both, I'll take both. Andrew, I really appreciate it, bud. I see you out there. I enjoy your comments every week on the videos also. Keeps me on my toes. I appreciate it. SMP Ent. Smoopent. Newton or Wilson at quarterback? You give me Wilson. I think he's going to have a ton of garbage points this year, and he's going to be reliant upon his offense for almost everything like he was last year. Ben Coultier with the second best question of the day. Should you start Aaron Rodgers or me in your PPR league? If I were to come on here and not pick me, that would just be wrong. I'm starting me in PPR league. I could be a decent tight end, I think, maybe. I'm not very fast. You have no clue what Super Chat is. I think Super Chat is where you donate to the channel and it highlights it in big red letters. And whenever you do that, I automatically answer your question. I won't skip past those ones. So yeah, if you, Super Chat is kind of like just a donation to the channel, which I greatly appreciate. And yeah, that just gets my attention so I can answer your question and not pass by you on accident. Dion Lewis or Crowder, half-point PPR flex spot. Sam, right now until we see exactly how Tennessee unfolds, give me Crowder. I think he's one of the top targets for Alex Smith. Pizza and wings, got to have both, absolutely. Can't have one without the other. Devontae Freeman or Christian McCaffrey, Alex asked, and this is a huge question that gets asked all the time. I get this question 30 times a video probably. Right now, I'm still going Devontae Freeman, but the gap between the two is minimal. I just don't think McCaffrey can do as much as they say he's going to do. Same to you, Ibrahim. Really appreciate it. Gurley goes number 1 overall. Who do you take number 2? Can the people out there in the chat room read my mind? Who would I take number 2 if Gurley went number 1? Let's see who pays attention to the videos. Jay Mossberg, you lost your fantasy league because of me last year. Negative. Anybody who blames it on somebody else, I didn't set your lineup for you. You still made the decisions. And I've seen way more people say that they've won, but that's okay. Jake is a must start in all formats. See right there. There it is. At work, loving this. Yeah, work is overrated. Watch live streams of fantasy football. Way better. I hope my boss doesn't see that. I'm not at work right now, though, so that's okay. There it is. Here come all the Zekes. There's your answer to the number 2 pick if Gurley goes number 1. It's Zeke. Absolutely Zeke. Look at all these Zekes. Zeke. Whoever put Le'Veon Bell in there needs to go watch some more of my videos. What about Gruden? I like him, Bisp. He's fun to watch. He makes it more exciting. I don't know if I agree with all his off-season decisions yet, though. Marvin Jones or Devin Funchess? I would almost rather have like smallpox than have Devin Funchess. So give me Marvin Jones. What are my thoughts on Chris Hogan, Isaiah? I think he's going to be great for 4 weeks, and then he's going to take a big hit in value. I'd try to sell him after week 3, see what you can get for him. Jarvis or Golden Tate in PPR? Ben asked. Jarvis will win that debate for me every single time. He's the wide receiver to own in Cleveland. Let's see. Start Juju or Baldwin, Robert asked. I'm going Baldwin, but you pay attention to the news the next couple days. If for some reason he's limited or he does sit out, obviously we go Juju. Yeah, if you're talking about Jay Gruden, right there, the prophetic, that's nah. If you're talking about John Gruden, I enjoy him. Lynch or Drake, Jerry Piper, going Lynch. I'm avoiding Drake this year. I love the talent, love the situation that he could have been in, but they went out and got Frank Gore and drafted Kalen Ballage. That tells me something about Kenyon Drake in Miami. You have a Patreon account, right? Yes, I do. Go look up the Fantasy Headliners on Patreon, or there's a link in all of my videos there. I really appreciate the support. I'm not reading that, Josh. Everybody else in the chat can answer that one for me. Leonard Fournette, need to know. What do you need to know? I love Leonard Fournette. He's going to probably be second in the league to carries just behind Zeke in a run-first offense with an improved offensive line over last year. I love Leonard Fournette. Michael Hansen, would you consider doing a weekly live stream? I'm going to. There's going to be one weekly live stream on this channel, and there'll also be the weekly live streams over on RotoBaller. So make sure you check out both of them. Make sure those notifications are turned on because you don't want to miss out on the live streams. Appreciate it, Jerry. I see you. Tim K, Stafford or Ryan? I'm going Stafford. I think Stafford is probably one of the safest fantasy football quarterbacks there's been in a long time. He's always going to throw the ball. They're always going to produce numbers there. I like Stafford. Is Dalton a streaming option? Tenacious Rock asked. He is, but I would hope that you don't have to go there. Let's see. Fournette, run ball good. Yes, he will. I appreciate it, Ben. 10K is huge. This channel has grown absolutely ridiculously the past couple weeks, and I love it. I really appreciate all the support out there from everybody. It's been fun. It's been a journey, but it's been fun. Absolutely been fun. Thoughts on Kelvin Benjamin? I think he runs in mud and wears oven mitts to play wide receiver. But other than that, he's going to be the top option in Buffalo just because they don't have a whole lot of options. But then I'm also in Carolina, and I'm a little bitter about Kelvin Benjamin. So, full disclosure. Who's better, Jarvis Landry Toaster or Pat Gendron? I don't get it, Ben. Maybe I'm too old to get it. I don't know. Jamal Williams or Aaron Jones? Well, if you need it right now, Jamal Williams, obviously, but I think Aaron Jones takes the job. Just Watts. Pick up Alfred Morris now that McKinnon is out. Yes, absolutely. If you are able to, go get Alfred Morris. I think my co-host was a little prophetic. We have a video coming out tomorrow on RotoBaller. Yes, tomorrow on RotoBaller, where he tells you that you may want to pick up Alfred Morris. He may be like psychic. Oven mitts. That's right, oven mitts. Which running back should I draft in the second round? Rick Cornell? Not McKinnon now. Mixon is there. Howard is there. Two guys I really like. McCaffrey's still probably sitting there. Devontae Freeman. I don't have an issue with any of them. Corey Davis or Amari Cooper? Dave, I don't like Amari Cooper. I'm going Corey Davis. I know, Cooper could be a little bit higher ceiling there, but I don't want to deal with the inconsistency up and down. Jamison Crowder or Cooper Kupp in a flex league PPR. MISO 1212. Give me Crowder. I think he sees more volume overall. Let's see. Do I like Dalvin Cook? Yes, I do. I do like Dalvin Cook. I think he's being underrated actually right now. Thoughts on DJ Moore? DJ Moore is part of the reason why I'm not completely sold on Christian McCaffrey. I think the insurgence of DJ Moore will lead to the partial demise of Christian McCaffrey. Don Beebe or Amari Cooper? Oof, I'm still going Don Beebe. I don't care if he slows down before the end zone. Let's see. Do I take a receiver round 2 with the 16th pick if we kept Zeke at the 9th? I just want to have 2 running backs before I get a wide receiver. That's my main thing. That's just me though. Running back just gets so thin so fast. Do I like Jordan Howard this year? Steelers fan? Yes, I do. Like Jordan Howard a lot. Another guy who I think is being underrated right now. I think he gets used a lot. You ever played college fantasy football? I did 10 years ago. I just couldn't get into it. I'm an NFL guy. Let's see. Would you trade Jordan Howard for Royce Freeman? Absolutely not. Give me Jordan Howard. What do you think about John Brown? Deps asked. I think John Brown is probably the best receiver to own in Baltimore right now. The problem is I don't know if I want any receiver in Baltimore. Let's see. Keenan Allen or Devontae Adams? PPR, give me Allen. Standard leagues, give me Adams. Man, this time is going fast. We've already been on here for 43 minutes. How many questions do you guys think I've answered in 43 minutes? Probably more than the Cuddy system could answer. Let's see here. 2 RBs before one wide receiver, Gold. Thanks. Yes. Keeper, Michael Thomas or Keenan Allen? I'm going Keenan Allen by a hair. Best receiver for the Vikings this year? I think they both end up with really good numbers between Thielen and Diggs. The problem is they're going to kind of have like a Julio-esque season. I think it's going to be really inconsistent from week to week, but at the end of the year, they're going to have a lot of production. It's just going to be inconsistent for both of them. Yes, everybody who is mentioning all about the McKinnon injury. All about the McKinnon injury. It's everywhere. It is everywhere. Let's see. 37 questions? Come on, Andrew. I've done way more than 37 questions in 44 minutes. Or have you been counting? If you have been counting, that's impressive and scary all at the same time. I like Henry a little bit better. 200 sounds better. Jarvis Landry or Josh Gordon? Give me Jarvis Landry. He's the one that's going to have all the chemistry there with Tyrod to start the season. So you draft Keenan Allen over Michael Thomas. Intriguing. Right now, yes, and it's only because he's got less people to worry about. I'm getting Odell and giving Keenan Allen and Melvin Gordon. Should I do it? No. I'm keeping Allen and Melvin before I get Odell. Are any Bills draftable? Everybody is draftable. It just depends where you can get them at. I mean, I've seen Shady fall down to some people's flex play. I would do that. Is Kamara going to have a monster first 4 games? I think he does. I don't know what you consider a monster game, but he's going to be very productive. 576 questions. That sounds about close. Yes, you are, Andrew. Tyler Eifert as a backup to Reed. Man, you're going to need a lot of medical tape and a lot of, medical supplies to have both those guys on your team. I'd only want one, and I'd only choose Reed and then back him up with somebody more consistently healthy. Is LaShawn the real McCoy? He's the only McCoy I know, so I'll say yes. Mike Evans. I'm not that I'm off the Mike Evans bandwagon. I know a lot of people think that I hate on Mike Evans. I really don't hate on Mike Evans. I just think that he needs so many targets to be productive. In his best season, he had somewhere right around 175 targets to get just under 100 catches. I don't see him getting that much with the onslaught of Godwin. I think Godwin has a much better year in Tampa Bay. Is Martavis Bryant rosterable? On this channel, I'm going to say no. Others will say yes. Willie, Crowell versus the Lions D or Howard versus Green Bay? Give me Howard all day long. Love Howard this year. Thoughts on Allen Robinson? I think we're all still buying the production from a couple years ago in Jacksonville. I like Allen Robinson, but I don't like Mitch Trubisky enough to make all those weapons viable. I'm passing on Allen Robinson. Howard, Mixon, or Collins as your running back 2? I mean, I like all of them. Hopefully you can put one of them at your flex there, Tim, but Howard would be my choice this week. Thoughts on LaShawn McCoy? I mean, like I said earlier, I don't really care to have him, but if I do have him, I don't want to have to count on him as my number 1 or number 2. So if he's my number 3, great, but most drafts you're not going to get him for that. What round do you start reaching for tight ends, or do you want to wait until late? I don't ever take a tight end until at least round 7 or 8. I mean, all the other guys there at the top, the Ertz, the Kelseys, the Gronks, it's too expensive for me for tight end. I'd rather wait a little bit and get somebody there towards the middle to late rounds. Do I think Sony Michel will start for the Patriots at some point throughout the year? Yes, Jeremiah, he will. Will it be week 1? Probably not. Hopkins or Beckham? Season long, I like Beckham this year. I like Beckham a lot this year. Right now, he's my wide receiver 2 behind Antonio Brown. All right, I got 4 minutes left. Maybe 5 minutes. Maybe I'll stretch it another couple minutes. Try to rapid fire again. Hey, put your hands up if you want to do another 5-minute rapid fire session with the helmet on. If I don't see any hands go up, then I'm just going to do it without the helmet. Let's see what you guys want. By the way, first drink in 48 minutes. That deserves a like on the video. I need a like on the video for my first drink in 48 minutes and 22 seconds. Can I trust Big Ben this season? I would like to have another option. I think he's going to have great games. His home and road splits, though, kind of worry me. I have DJ, Melvin Gordon, Alex Collins, and Royce Freeman. Is that enough depth? Absolutely. Uh-oh. Here come the hands. People want the helmet. Hands up. Hand check, everybody. Where do you rank Alex Smith as a quarterback this year? I think he's underrated. He could slip into the top 12 to 15 easily. Breida was just cleared, is what you're saying. I haven't checked my phone yet. I'm with you guys, but I still think Morris is the back to own there now. All right, wow. That's a lot of hands. All right, here we go. 5-minute rapid fire. Getting in the zone. Here we go. Rapid fire. 5 minutes on the clock. 5 minutes on the clock. And here we go. Do I trust Deshaun Watson? Yes, I do, but I would never pay that high of a price tag in order to get him. Breida or Morris? Once again, I'm going Morris. Mahomes or Cousins? Cousins is a lot safer. Give me Cousins. Woods or Goodwin, week 1, full point PPR. Goodwin all day long. Can you get a shout out? Absolutely, Mystical Child. No Howard and Baldwin trade? No to Howard and Baldwin trade? I don't know if I saw that trade, but I would much rather have the running back depth. I think that's a Pokeball right there. I don't know what that is. Never really watched Pokemon, but that's kind of what that one emoji looks like. Devin Funchess, no way. I'd rather have, something similar to Ebola. Will Adrian Peterson score 8 touchdowns? If I had to say the over-under, I'm going to say the under. Cam or Russell? Give me Russell all day long in that garbage time. Thoughts on Devin Funchess again? Still don't like him, just like I did a couple seconds ago. Dak or Cam? Give me Cam all day long. I mean, I like Dak's upside, but Cam's who I want right now. Is Dez Bryant worth stashing, Michael? No, he's not. He's not even on a team yet. Until he is, I have no interest. How many weeks does Devontae Booker start? BD Debs. He starts way too many than he's supposed to. He'll probably be in there a couple, 2 to 3 weeks. Samuel, McCoy or Lynch? The smart answer is McCoy, but personally, I'd rather have Lynch a round or 2 later. This helmet is a little tight. I'm a lot bigger than a 10-year-old. Let's see. Rate your running back. Zeke, Cook, Collins, Lynch, and AP. A+. Pair CMC with Cam or Stream. I wouldn't want that pairing personally, but I don't see any issues with it. It's just not something I would personally want. Is Keelan Cole a sleeper, Kale? I don't know if we can call him a sleeper anymore. They've been talking about him way too much here lately with the injury to Marquise Lee, but yes. Took McKinnon in the 3rd round. Don't worry, Nolan. I did in a draft 2 earlier in the month. We'll deal with it. Can I punch you in the face, Nolan? If I could, I would try, but I wouldn't want to do that. Pick one defense: the Eagles, Vikings, or Rams. I don't know if this is for the entire season or what. I like all of them. Is there a wrong answer? Give me the Rams just for fun. Brandon Cooks a solid wide receiver too. Maybe in a standard league, he's just not a huge PPR guy. Should I trade Henry and Hogan for Watson? Henry and Hogan for Watson. No, I would not. I don't ever make trades for quarterbacks, though, unless I'm they're all injured and there's nobody available. I'd rather just stream somebody. LeBron or Kobe? Sorry, guys, it's LeBron. Thoughts on Joe Mixon? Like Joe Mixon, hopefully Marvin Lewis gives him the opportunity. DJ Moore or John Ross? DJ Moore may be more consistent, but John Ross has the higher upside. Peterson or Ronald Jones? I'd rather take Peterson if Peterson was 80 years old than have Ronald Jones. Ebola or Krabs? Neither. Baldwin or Hogan? Give me Baldwin. Hogan will lose value after week 4. Brady versus Montana. I'm not going to pick Tom Brady over Montana. Give me Montana. Thanks for the stream. Abso-freaking-lutely glad to do it. Got second pick in a 12-team PPR. Gurley, Bell, or Johnson? If Zeke is gone, which he obviously is, give me Gurley. Jared, thanks. I'm trying to do it differently. I got my flow helmet on. I'm just letting it flow. Tenacious Rock, good luck in your draft tomorrow. Tyrod or Brady? Man, I have a hard time picking Brady for anything. Give me Tyrod. Even though I think you know the real answer. Too early to look at the playoff schedule? Yes, it is. You got to get to the playoffs first. Should you trade Funchess for Reed? I would trade Funchess for a bag of Doritos. You got OBJ at the last pick of the 1st round. Good or bad? Good value. Good luck again, Tenacious. Dylan, CMC, or Devontae Freeman? Freeman still has the slight edge. Rate your receivers: Fitz, Baldwin, Goodwin, Edelman, Stills. That's a solid A-. Kamara or McCaffrey? Excuse me, give me Kamara still. I see some laughing out there. Jerry Rice or Antonio Brown? Ooh. Man, I may get some hate for this, but I like Antonio Brown, even though nothing against Jerry Rice. Definitely Krabs. Krabs can't kill you. Exactly. Man, this is getting tight. Everyone drop a like right now for this man. I agree. I'm not Seth Rogen. I'm still not Seth Rogen. I don't look like Seth Rogen. I'm not related to him. I did try to reach out to him, though, just so you guys know. I hit him up on Twitter. I didn't get a response. I tried. Couple more minutes left. We got like a minute and a half left. Drop James Conner for Morris. At this point, right this second, yes, unless you're the Le'Veon Bell owner. If you're the Le'Veon Bell owner, hold on to him. Coke or Pepsi? Give me Coke. Actually, I can't really. I'm going to get in big trouble for that one, huh? I live in North Carolina. It's like the home of Pepsi. Sorry, North Carolina. Let's see. Favorite draft spot in a 12-team league? I want to be right there at the back half, somewhere between 10, 11, and 12. You just picked up Breida and Morris. Is that a good move? As long as you didn't drop anybody, that you really like. Spam like. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I'll take any likes I can get. Anthony Miller or Keelan Cole? Give me Keelan Cole. Lockett or Allen Robinson in standard? That one's. I'm still going to take Allen Robinson. Start Joe Mixon or Royce Freeman. Give me Joe Mixon. He's at least starting week 1 for sure. Let's see. Emmitt Smith or Zeke. I grew up in Arizona, and the Cowboys used to beat the Cardinals all the time, and I'm going to blame that on Emmitt Smith, so give me Zeke. Am I your father? I hope not. That would be awkward. Gronk or Kelsey? I think they're both too expensive on draft day, but if I had to choose, give me Gronk. Would you trade Howard and Baldwin for Freeman and Burton? My starting tight end is Jack motherfucking Doyle. No. I still wouldn't. I want Howard and Baldwin. Let's see. What do I think Alfred Morris will produce? Man, it's still too early to tell for sure, but I think he could have a good season there under Shanahan. They have that past already together from the Washington days. Help, auction who? Daniel, I don't know auction who what? I don't know what I'm trying to pick, who I'm trying to pick between. Pay the price for Gronk or wait on Boo Boo. Boo Boo sounds awesome. Don't know who Boo Boo is, but I like Boo Boo. Would I trade Kerryon Johnson for Calvin Ridley? If I needed wide receiver help, maybe, but I'd typically rather hold on to the running back. I don't think either one of them produced big numbers right away. Trade Gronk or Kelsey. If you have both of them, yes, then I would trade one of them. I would trade Kelsey if I had them both. Okay, Daniel. I have no idea. Alex Collins feels so sketchy but looks so better than RBs in the 3rd round. Sometimes it's just a good thing. He doesn't have to look pretty. You just got to go with it sometimes. Alex Collins is going to get 15 to 20 touches a game. Do the Green Bay running backs have running back one potential? Yes. The problem is it may be combined potential because we don't know who the freaking starter is going to be. Oh, Boo Boo is Burton. Well, I don't know if it's your pet name for him or a nickname or whatever, or it was just a typo or an autocorrect. I'm going to stick it with Boo Boo, though. I think Boo Boo is going to be the new nickname for Trey Burton. Kerryon Johnson or Adrian Peterson? Kerryon Johnson, I think his upside is huge, but right now Adrian Peterson has the work. All right, we got a couple more. I'm going to go another 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm going to cut this stream right about an hour. Really appreciate your guys' support. Get you a couple more questions here, and then I'm going to go get a second drink of water for the first time in an hour. Waterboy or Rudy? Great question. I don't know if I can go against Rudy, even though I think I quote Waterboy more. Who should you spend the money on in an auction? You have to spend money on every player, Daniel. Just don't overspend is the best advice for the auction. Get your running backs early, but don't overspend. Is Ty Montgomery a good pickup? Yes, he is. I think more than any other running back in Green Bay, he has the most consistent value. Start Devin Funchess or Larry Fitzgerald 25 yards for 1 point. I would start Larry Fitzgerald. Actually, I would start anybody over Devin Funchess. I'm not going to call him Trey Boo Boo. I'm just going to do the Boo Boo. That way it's my own thing. I'm not stealing somebody else's there. Tenacious. Appreciate it, Logan. Who do I think is the GOAT of football? Man, there's just so many. There's so many that you could probably almost do one per position. That may be a video I have to do. Top ad after week 1. Whoever gets injured week 1 will have somebody that needs to be added. Somebody's going to get hurt. I can tell you that right now. George Washington or Abe Lincoln? Oof, man. Gotta go with Big George there. But it's a toss-up. I have them ranked back-to-back in my rankings, Ibrahim. Thielen or Diggs? I'd prefer neither, honestly. I think they both kind of cancel each other out. Hit a like for the helmet. Likes for the helmet. We got 1 minute left. Rapid fire. Come on, hit me with them. Baldwin or Tyreek? Give me Baldwin. Tyreek's going to be home run play dependent. If you have Gronk and Kelsey, who do you trade? I trade Kelsey. Can't stop laughing with this helmet on. I can't either. You just can't see it because I'm behind a helmet. Do I start Derrick Henry week 1 or go with Woods, Goodwin, or Carson? That's tough. I'm probably going to go Goodwin. I think they have a huge upside and they're going to have to throw a lot in week 1. Bo Jackson or Deion Sanders? Both. Likes for the helmet. That's right. Hit likes for the helmet. We got 30 seconds left, people. Why do I hate Funchess? I live in North Carolina. Start Baldwin or Fitz week 1. That's a really good toss-up question. Pay attention to the channel here the next week. In the next live stream, I'll get an update on the Baldwin injury. But for right now, it's Baldwin. he's limited at all, it's going to go to Fitz. Oh, that's a tough one right there, Dougie. That's a tough one. Putting me against my other co-host. Helmets for Harambe. Why the hate for Funches? It's not that I hate Funches. He literally has like bricks for hands. He's not going to see a whole lot of production this year. He got a lot of targets last year because there was a lot of injuries. I mean, you got Curtis Samuel back. You got Greg Olsen back. They drafted DJ Moore. Just not enough to go around. I only have 27 likes. I can't even see from what I'm doing. 27? Everybody in the chat room. There's 259 people watching right now. Everybody needs to hit the like button. 27 likes. Come on, people. All right, last couple. Royce Freeman or Marvin Jones? Give me Marvin Jones until Royce Freeman has the job. Isn't Juju a great number 2 and a handcuff number 1? He's a decent number 2. He's a solid number 2, but I wouldn't call wide receivers really handcuffs. Luck or Goff in week 1? Give me Goff because I don't trust Luck's health yet. Spider-Man or Batman? Depends what Spider-Man we're talking about. If we're talking about the new Spider-Man, give me Spider-Man. If it's the old Spider-Man, give me Batman. Congrats on 10K. Thank you very much. I am the man, apparently. You just liked. Hey, I appreciate it. I see 86 likes. 86 is way better than 20 whatever somebody said was. Tyreek Hill or T.Y. Hilton in PPR 3rd round. By that point, I want the huge upside. I'm going to go with man, that's tough. T.Y. Hilton. Bell holdout. Could it happen? I've been saying it all year. If you have seen a video of mine where I have been talking about a Bell holdout for months, and everybody thought I was absolutely crazy. Everybody thought I was crazy. I got hateful comments. I got hateful tweets. People were tearing me up. But you know what? Here we are, and it's a possibility. Hey, these numbers are going up. I like the like numbers going up. I appreciate it. All right, hey, that was 1 hour, 1 minute, and 54 seconds. Now, take that helmet off for a second. I feel like my brains are squished. But hey, I really appreciate you guys. These are fun to do. I enjoy live streams. I'm going to start doing one live stream every week. You guys have to bear with me and be patient a little bit. The days may change. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. I'll be able to tweet out there when I'm actually live streaming. But hey, I really appreciate the support. 10K on this channel is a huge goal that I had. It was something that didn't look like it was going to happen anytime soon. But then this last month, it has absolutely exploded. I mean, I owe all that to you guys. I mean, we have fun here. I put a helmet on, try to be funny and goofy, and I say funny comments, but real, on the real, I really appreciate you guys. I mean, you guys are making a lot of things happen for me that I wouldn't be able to do without you. So, hey, kudos to you guys. I really appreciate it. In return, I'm giving you guys whatever I can. I answer every question, every comment, every email, every tweet. That's thousands and thousands of messages a week that I'm answering. I appreciate the patience. Some of you guys, it takes a day or two for me to get to you, and I apologize for that. But hey, like I said, I will always answer you. I'm always there for you guys, and I'm not going to be one of those guys with this huge corporate agenda where I'm constantly going to try to push my merchandise off on you guys, or I'm trying to sell you on my system. There is no system, people. It's fantasy football. It's fun. The debate is fun. I don't expect you to agree with me 100%. If you did agree with me 100%, it wouldn't even be fun to watch. So that's why I do this stuff. I like the debate. I like the fun part of it. There's a lot of boringness out there with fantasy football, and I'm trying to bring back some of the fun. That's it. That's what it's all about. I wouldn't have been able to meet a lot of you guys without that, and I'm looking forward to a great season. Got videos dropping this week for week 1. You got your start sits coming, your waiver wire advice on both channels here, RotoBaller, live streams on both. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure your notifications on are both of them. And hey, I'm looking forward to a great season. It's going to be fun. You guys have a good rest of your Saturday afternoon. And now for all of you that are just sitting there relaxing, I got to get ready and go to my real job. How much fun does that sound like? But hey, it was fun. Really appreciate you guys. Looking forward to talking to you all season long. And let's do another live stream next week. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.